In August, I had the opportunity to be a guest for the 58th Annual Primetime Emmy Awards, broadcast live from the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles, California. We continue our behind-the-scenes look at the 2006 Emmy Awards from the perspective of the ground transportation company Empire CLS. We'll speak with key members in dispatch, where the top-notch fleet of cars and drivers was secured for the event, as with client services on how they prepare and ultimately deliver to their well-deserving clients. And as you will see, there is none finer than Empire CLS. And your name is?
Ruben Torres.
And what is your title?
Dispatch supervisor.
And what kind of, what does that entail for Empire CLS?
I make sure everybody's dispatching the correct work to the correct drivers. The drivers have plenty of time to make it to their location and stuff like that, give them the correct runs.
So if somebody was to blow out a trip, you're the guy who knows about it right away?
That's correct.
What type of advance time goes into a production like the Emmys?
I started working on this show about 2 months ago. The client tells us I'm going to need so many vehicles, and then I get with the fleet.
For an event like the Emmys or the Oscars, which you also do, and the Grammys, and working with the fleet, you must get a ton of requests.
Yes, we do. The vehicles they request is sometimes difficult to get, Maybachs or a Phantom or an old Phantom, like a 1960 or classic. Temperature in the vehicle must be a certain temperature, stuff like that. I just try to do my best to see what I could do.
What steps do you take to ensure the utmost in privacy and security for your passengers?
The manifest is private. It is only for in-house personnel. If somebody makes a phone call, we don't give them any information. Even if it's an assistant, we don't give them information regarding that.
Thank you very much. During the event, I was able to sit down with Marissa Nastakosis. Marissa is the VP of Client Relations. She's the one that must ensure that her clients are treated like royalty. Let's find out what goes into the advanced planning from her perspective for this show. So Marissa, what is it that you do?
I oversee the account executives and implementation of all the accounts and make sure that all the accounts are managed properly.
So you ensure delivery on what your salespeople sell?
Correct. We make sure it's implemented correctly and the clients are taken care of and we're getting as much volume as we possibly can from them.
What kind of advance work do you put into a operation such as the Emmys?
Pretty much from the client side, we attend various meetings, find out what their needs are, get their traveler list, their expectations, and pretty much work with everybody internally to make sure that they're met.
How important is security and privacy to your clients?
Extremely important. And we get a lot of information about their likes and dislikes, and, if it's shared with a lot of people, it's valuable information to press and other things, so we have to be very confidential. Sometimes we get requests for various types of liquor in the car. We get requests for no liquor in the car. Some people want a chauffeur that will speak to them. Some want a chauffeur that will definitely not speak to them. Some don't want a chauffeur to even look at them. So, they definitely always have requests, for the various vehicle types and usually chauffeur requests, but a lot more other things too.
What kind of cars are celebrities requesting more of these days?
They're requesting a lot of Audis. They're requesting a lot of Mercedes. The new S550s are pretty hot. And, a lot of the luxury vehicles. Denali's are really hot too now.
Once a celebrity goes in one of these vehicles, do they grow attached to them where they only want to go in an Audi?
Yes, they do grow attached to those vehicles.
Really have to hand it to them. They put on a fine production. And I think the key to their success was, upon exiting the Shrine Auditorium, their clients were whisked away to a hospitality tent where they could unwind and be themselves in a very unassuming and relaxed atmosphere. And then eventually they could disembark for their after parties and award dinners. The staff at Empire CLS were the true stars of the 2006 Emmy Awards, at least from my perspective. They pulled off the Emmy Awards without a hitch. And that concludes our show. I hope you enjoyed our behind-the-scenes look at the Emmy Awards with Empire CLS. Having the opportunity to attend the Emmys is a real treat, let alone from the red carpet. In all my former positions with top-tier companies, we always spoke about our capability as an organization to deliver. Having the opportunity to witness firsthand the level of execution and delivery of this company was quite impressive. Logistics and expectations were massive. On this very long and hot day, the big star of the show was the leadership of Felix Torres and the well-coordinated team at Empire CLS.